A big congratulations to you, sir. How did that feel?
Oh, mate, it was wicked feeling. I'm loving it. Yeah. Track's awesome.
It's the track is awesome. The concrete jungle, you graze it, but you get to come away with the spoils.
I grazed it, not like old Gargan here. So, yeah, no, wicked. I need a panel beater. You know anyone?
Yeah, Zach Green is the only one I know, but you got to move down to Tauranga. But this is where the drifting happens.
Mate, this is it. It's a bloody good weekend. No rain. They said it was meant to rain, so you put the weather on, Steve. Thank you.
No problem at all. Look, congratulations. We're going to catch up with you a little bit later on when we crown you there. But this man here, the winner of the Pro Sport here, here's another man that's always pretty sensational. The Freedom Pools Euphoric Motorsport man. I'll just grab him like this, turn him around. He hates being interviewed. Vinny Langhorn, engine swap, a few dings, but what a great weekend.
Yeah, tell me about it.
You hate being interviewed, eh?
Oh yeah, of course.
No, but everyone loves you. You're a fan favourite.
Yeah, I like to thank all the fans that love it, eh? And pretty much everyone who does help. So
must have been.
I think we had like 15 people on it at one time.
It must have been hard having with Ethan Bryant's engine being a little bit underpowered.
Oh, it was yesterday, but we got a bit of a road tune last night, so it's probably up around 300 kilowatts now.
You're probably giving him a hand. Look, congratulations.
Just getting used to the track. Now, maybe next year.
You might need to get a new tail light to drive home.
Oh, I've got spares.
He's always got spares. He does. He never runs new ones. What a great crowd here today at Baypark. Always a fan favourite. We'll carry on walking down this direction here. It's always good to see the kids. We've got the kids here all getting signatures and stuff. Oh, look. How are you, mate? We haven't done a lot of talking to you over the last few years. Welcome back to D1NZ Rowan Bainbridge.
Very much. How are you going today?
I'm doing really well, mate. No, do they even know you? Who wants a signature? Sign the smoke. Was that yours as well?
Yep.
I'm more famous than him. Do you want mine as well? Mine's mine. No, wait. I'm cooler. Look, check out this signature.
Oh, I don't know if I can top that one, Daniel.
Steve the Maori. There we go. So shameless. This guy's going to throw it in the bin now and carry on. So who else can we talk to down here? Of course, we've got... Hey, your team, how are we? Hello, how are you? Geordie Cole, how are you, mate?
Good.
So the weekend so far, talk about it.
Talk about it. Yeah, well, it's going all right. First event in pro and first time on semis and that. So, no, it's going good. We qualified 6th equal, I think. Qualified 6th and got a bye into the top 16, and we're up against Denon first in that. So.
Must be nice to go. It must be nice to go from pro sport. You go straight into pro. Not only do that, you get to qualify. You get a walk pass through into the next round. It's got to be a good, good for the confidence.
Yeah, it's definitely a good confidence booster in that. So hopefully we can, pull off the same runs we've been doing in the next battle, and hopefully go through to another one.
All right, look, good luck, mate. We will carry on. So past the NZ girls, there goes the Chad. Hopefully we'll see Chad McKenzie back. I can see Bruce Tannock down here signing signatures. A great crowd of people here. Bruce Tannock, great to have you back at Baypark, round 1 of the D1NZ.
Well, not so great because I was cabbage today, but had a good battle with Jason. Exactly the same thing happened to me last year at Wellington. They swept the track, I got right up on the edge, and it was just marbles, and the car just had no grip. So really feel bad for Jace because he's damaged the back of his car trying to emulate what I did, and then obviously lunched it down into the bottom. So bit of a shame, but hey, it's only round 1.
And that's motorsport.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll carry on through. We'll just do the big excuse me through the kids, through all the fans. Let's What are you drinking? Is that a Americano or something? Coffee. How's your weekend going so far, mate? Last night was on top.
Yeah, pretty good. So, just trying to keep the coffee intake up, keep amping.
Most people drink water to keep the hydration ready.
Oh, I drink a lot of water, but yeah, I like a good old a long black, Steve, before I go out.
I'll come and see you before your first battle. Look, how's the car? How's the engine? Everything running smoothly?
It's good. Running nice and cool. I don't think we've really had it over 90 degrees, so pretty happy.
All right, look, good luck. He's going into battle shortly. This man here is the greediest man in D1NZ. He's got that many Mustangs out here, thanks to CTB. You can hear the roar of the engines. We'll see if we can get a quick chat. Fanger Dan Woolhouse, we'll just got to get him for the photo. Pretty cool. Fanger Dan, the car looks amazing. I haven't seen it since you debuted it at, was it Time Attack, but it's great having you here, Baypark round 1.
Yeah, it's awesome, eh? You know, like I've been sitting up in the stands and walking down around the stadium. You know, people, oh, bang it in, good luck. You know, it's awesome, man. You know, like to you know, everyone to come out support our sport. We really appreciate it. You know, I think we do a really good job here in New Zealand. But it's a team effort, you know, by the crowd and the drivers, all the competitors here. So.
Oh, it's always a pleasure to talk to Fang about, Dan. It's a bit noisy. We'll sneak through this direction here. Who else can we talk to? I'm not sure if he's there, but check this car out here. This is the Hartley Engines and Motorsport V12. It's 12 cylinders, built by Nelson Hartley out of the Manawatu, of course, brother of Brendon Hartley, New Zealand's Formula One driver. We'll grab a crack chat to Jaron Olive Krona. Mate, wasn't your weekend, I guess, but I mean, wow, you, of course, put on a show again.
Yeah, man, yeah, unfortunately we didn't go as far as what we wanted, but yeah, all in all, you know, it was heaps of fun. The car's absolutely on song, and like the crowd here it's crazy, and actually it's pretty good with a bit of cloud cover because the last few days have been super hot, but yeah.
So look, the Parts Trader NZ machine, you just, every year you come out and it looks better and better and better. I mean, what can you do for us next season?
Yeah, I guess next season we've got a few tricks up our sleeve. I'll leave you with, we've got a bit of a Pro Charger going onto the side of one of these V12s, so it should be pretty cool.
Wait, one of these, how many of you? Oh.
Yeah, we've got a couple of these. They're a bloody good motor, so we're trying to get our hands on as many as what we can. Our last engine that we had actually ended up in Spain. Nelson flew over and fitted to a small supercar manufacturer, so that was pretty cool. So of course, yeah, we had to get a couple more, you know.
A couple more. Look, it's great talking to you. I guess we'll see you around to the Thunderdome. That's close to home for Jaron Olive Krona. These two over here, we're zigzagging all over the show today. Of course, we've got the Husqvarna team on one side. That is the Toyota's Galore GT86 team. And then, of course, Matty Hill on the other side. We'll go and grab... Man, that was a bit of a fight with you and your mate, wasn't it?
Mate, that was insane. That was, yeah, every single battle that I had with him was so close. Ben has improved so much this season. That car is so fast. And as soon as we got out there, I didn't have enough grip. I wasn't expecting it. Second run, just pushed hard. Third run, even harder. It was just crazy. I loved it.
So, Matty, look, you say Ben has improved. You haven't just decreased.
No, yeah, of course, a little bit. But yeah, no, but like substantially in that new car, he's got a good package and he's going to do well this season. But look, I just gave it my everything and we're going through the top 16 against Carl and I just can't wait.
All right, good luck, brother. We will let you carry on. And that is really, really loud. We'll shoot. I think that's Fang and Dan just being noisy. This one here, we're going to have to come around the back. Of course, we've got the Cryptopia Super on one side, DMNZ shirts. Donnie D, Drew Donovan, last year you came away with a top spot. Are we going to see it happen again?
Yeah, look, there's only one person that's going to take that top spot off me, and she's sitting next to me. So it's either me or her.
How proud were you to see you take out another victory here at D1NZ for the round number one?
Oh man, I was so proud. I was up there shaking the fence, just yelling. I think my voice is already gone, you know. So it was awesome battle. You know, Liam did well, but yeah, it was just cool to see Jody get that win.
It certainly is. Let's have a quick chat to Jody. You managed to knock the young fella comes up from pro sport, decides to come mixing it with the pros. You gave him a pretty good introduction, didn't you?
Oh man, Liam gave me a good run for my money and I'm so stoked. We had a nice clean battle and yeah, big ups to him. He's an awesome driver. Yeah.
The car, it sounds amazing. That anti-lag is just incredible.
Yeah, I mean the boys have been just going hard all weekend trying to keep it on track. It's been a couple of gremlins here and there, but man, for all the most of it, it's been pretty good. Yeah.
You just need a 2J. That's all you need, isn't it? All right, 2J all day. The signatures are flying. All right, well, we've talked to the top qualifier from last year, the man who took out the win. I guess there's only one way we can go, and that's towards these two absolute idiots, both Cole Armstrong and Darren Kelly. I don't drink this sugar-free ones. Can I have another one? Which one? Should we just chuck this to the bottom? We've got to go grab this. All right, here we go. All right, don't look at the bottom. Hello, how are we, team? Hi, I'm Steve. I'm a commentator of the D1NZ. You must be Cole Armstrong, 2 times in defending D1NZ Drift King.
Bam, 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 number 1. Yeah, no, hey, mate. We're, me and Darren, look at that. We're doing a sign-up this year. It's 10 years with V. Pretty happy to have such a great sponsor behind us for such a long time. pumped to be out there. We have now my trusty mate over there, Adam Davies, lined up for our top 16 battle. So pretty excited about that. I know that he goes all out. So what are we going to do, mate? Win it or bin it, mate.
That's totally what you're going to do. We'll squeeze around and grab a quick word with Darren as well. Darren, this guy here talks a lot. You got to agree with that, eh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's been a good day. We've just been out for our top 24 battle and against Jaron again. We seem to pair up against Jaron all the time. And, yeah, lucky to take the win. And, yeah, on to top 16. So looking forward to it. Car's performing really well. Feel real comfortable out there and can't wait.
So who have you got coming up in your battle?
Joel Patterson, next one in top 16. So Louis 86 drives hard. So we'll just go out and go as hard as we can. Hopefully get through the top 8 and keep pushing. Try to get on the podium tonight.
Try and get on the podium tonight. Well, I think it's probably time to wind up the... what you say, hello?
Come back down. Just make sure you viewers out there, me and Darren have started our new YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, watch it. You see behind the scenes of what goes on in our day-to-day life. It's going to be good fun. Check it out.
Well, I can see certainly that'll be something to subscribe to. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in to the Sleep the Maori Pit Walk here, round number 1 of the D1NZ National Drifting Championship. My home track, Baypark, Trustpower Stadium. It's time to go back upstairs. Welcome back to the D1NZ National Drifting Championship. It is the 2019 season opener here, Trustpower Stadium, Mount Maunganui. Great to have. I think we've got our live stream viewers back. Welcome back to them. And of course, welcome back to you. I hope you've all been down to the pits, grabbed posters, signatures, etc. off your favourite drivers. But we've just come to the end of the top 24 side of things. We move into the top 16. So Carl Thompson's going to go up against Matty Hill on the left-hand side of the tree. Andrew Redwood will go up against Jace Brown. Joel Patterson got a walkthrough with his qualifying result into the top 16 with Darren Kelly. Going up against Darren Kelly, sorry. From there, Finger Dan again, he went through and got a walk past through into the top 16. And he's going to go up against Gargan Kang. Well, the KASPA transmission, of course, the round sponsor here of the 2019 Round 1 D1NZ National Drifting Championship. And these are your top 16 entering the track. Falcon Tyre Speed Flow. S15, Carl Thompson going up against Australia's Foreman's Automotive. S15, it's Matty Hill, and we release them. We are into the top 16.
Oh, beautiful synchronisation of switching there. Matty Hill is right on the door. 2 S15s. Falcon tyres blazing it up. Ginu tyres blazing it there. Something just came off their cars, probably a GoPro. Switches on and beautiful switch in there. Car right out where the judges want to see, but Matty Hill is right there.
Matty Hill coming through, riding the brake as he sets himself up to go back up onto the wall again. Carl Thompson, he's right on the wall, but look at Matty Hill coming in for the door knock. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Matty Hill, what a chase. He rode up over there. Now, Brendon White, where is the end? Is it the cone or is it just... Well, it's the second half of the battle. This time, Matty Hill in the Foreman's Automotive. 2JZ Power Plant will take lead. Carl Thompson tucks in underneath. A slight gap. They come through NZ Vapor and they'll hit the pan head clip.
All right, Carl Thompson switches on back. This is where Carl Thompson's going to have to do a little bit of work, but I'd say he's got the advantage. Matty Hill's bumper is hanging off. Carl Thompson switches on through the 2JZ, powering away. The V8 just not quite there. Adam Richards is going to be scoring him home. Matty Hill on the wall. Foreman's Automotive sending it in the house.
Well, Trustpower Stadium, what are you...
Video of Sworn. All right, here we go. Sliding left for Carl Thompson for New Zealand. Sliding right for Matty Hill. Team Bad, Brendon, Dan and Adam. Waiting on the results. All to the right, they call Matty Hill.
And that's exactly who I said in my top 4.
Right, okay.
I said Matty Hill, so one of my guys go through. I didn't see Carl, honestly.
Yep, we want to get a call here from Brendan Dunker. Brendan Dunker's, we're just going to get a clarification on that call because we did see a bit of a mistake from Matty Hill. So, Steve, ask that question.
So we saw what we thought was a mistake from Matty Hill. How did you see that battle?
Yeah, wow, that was a really close, really close battle. It was essentially a sum of a couple of mistakes. I mean, there was a couple of shallow lines on the chase. what we really do look at as well is we come back to the lead run that is done by both drivers. Matty ran a really good lead run. He had good proximity that we wanted to the walls, whereas Carl had hung off them a little bit. Matty, of course, had very good proximity, but we also got to look at why that happened as well. So Matty had a couple of lower lines as well, but as far as the sun came, for me, I mean, it was quarter of a point in it. It was very close, and of course the other two judges decided the same.
Everyone else heard it because I'm not on the earpieces. But now we've got Jace Brown, but Jace Brown jumps Andrew Redwood. Andrew Redwood down the lead. Andrew Redwood solid into the walls, just like that. But Jace Brown is right there, ladies and gentlemen. 1UZ versus LS right out on track right now. Nankang tyres versus Vittora tyres. Andrew Redwood into the Turbo Smart Zone very nicely. They switch on through. In the line for Andrew Redwood. Jace Brown both switch through. Nice clip there for Andrew Redwood. Onto the NZ Vapor Zone for Redwood. They're both on the bank. Lacking there from the 1UZ though.
Well, as we come to finish up the first half of the battle between
the veteran of D1NZ, brought back by Nankang and Waimate 50 Motorsport. Jace Brown though on the lead, get a hammer down. Jace Brown. Andrew Redwood initiates first behind Jace Brown, and he is there. The doctor is back in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Is he going to be able to put Jace Brown on the trailer there right there? The gap though switches on back through, a bit of a shallow switch there just to be maintaining the proximity.
Well, certainly running the highway, a great chase, shallowing up for Jace Brown, and that has really put off Andrew Redwood. Redwood puts the right rear tyre off as well, comes through and hits it with the left as well. But powering out of this section is Jace Brown, ladies and gentlemen. You can see the crowd putting their hands together. Of course, one thing that the judges are wanting to go and...
How are you going there, guys? Yeah, look, this is a pretty close one. We're just trying to ascertain, or the guys are trying to ascertain which way we went there. Obviously, Redwood were very close to Jace. We did tell him in the driver's briefing, though, to watch for guys with big angle through that section. I've made my call. We're just waiting for the other boys to come through before I say it too loud, because we do keep them to ourselves before they go through. But yeah, very close, that one. The guys are great, and Andrew's an awesome chase driver, so watching him go around is always going to be fun. We're always going to enjoy it. And, you know, Jace there stepping up last year into pro, he's going very well as well. The guys have really been improving. So both lead runs were quite good. We watched them go round on the wall. Lots of speed, lots of angle, which is what we were asking for. On the switches, we have seen Andrew drop a couple of wheels, certainly on the panhead.
Just before TTI out of the
yeah, on the chase run behind before TTI, definitely, and then obviously that upset him going into the wall ride. But on the first one, his lead run, he also dropped the wheel as well. So a couple of deductions there that he probably wasn't expecting, and I think he'll be a bit disappointed with himself. So
can you have the other judges? Do we know if they've made their decision yet?
It looks like they might have made their decisions. Yeah, you boys are in. Yep, they've made their decisions. So we'll wait to see. I'll leave it to you, Steve.
Thank you very much. Well, decision time, Brendon White.
Right, sliding right, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Jace Brown gets the win. Hamilton gets the win. Unanimous decision. Right, so that's me and my picks. So like I picked Darren Kelly on the chase, Joel Patterson on the lead.
Well, the car up front is essentially a road car. Joel Patterson behind the wheel. It's his favourite car. He's been manning it for a number of seasons. Went away for it for R32 last season, but he's back. Through into the pan head clip. Both drivers chuck a wheel off and they come through the Turbo Smart Zone, firing through under the Cabalco diggers.
Yeah, what a chase here from Darren Kelly. Underpowered car, so you can see a lot of left foot braking here from Darren Kelly. You'll see it on the bank right now. Left foot brake. But what a run there from both of the drivers. Tauranga, put your hands together. This is the epitome, or this is the definition of drifting in itself.
And he's got to hope that the other driver can put a qualifying run together. We know that Joel Patterson can.
All right, Trustpower, Baypark. Here we go. Darren Kelly out on the lead. Joel Patterson takes a low line just to try to close that gap back up. Joel Patterson, though, he's sticking with him. Darren Kelly switches through. Joel Patterson takes a shallow switch, puts a line, wheel down. He's right in there on Darren Kelly. Can he maintain this proximity? Sacrifices his line again to try to catch back up to Darren Kelly. The little AE that could, but Joel, what are you doing?
Oh, if you look at the judge on the far right, not happy at all. Adam Richards, he's like, what are you doing, Joel? What are you doing? So What do you think? Ran out of...
It's Darren Kelly sitting there, sliding left for Joel Patterson, sliding right for Darren Kelly. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's unanimous. Darren Kelly through to the top 8. But, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Mr. Joel Patterson. Ford Mustang, Nissan Skyline. Here we go, Cindy.
Well, here comes Fangadan straight up to the top shelf. He'll three-wheel, and he's doing exactly that. Getting up on 3, railing the concrete. Comes through and switches. He's already put Gargan off, chucking a wheel off. There's 2 going off again. So he is going to go through to a big advantage if he can hold on to the drift. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. This was a brand new car. He's tearing the bumpers off for your excitement. Firing it out of the KASPA transmission zone and back onto the front straight. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Fanger Dan Woolhouse.
We're about to see Let's Go Live.
Well, it's going to be Gargan Kang who's going to lead the way. Fanger Dan Woolhouse, a 2-time New Zealand champion, jumping up in behind. Fanger 900 horsepower and coming up for the door knock. Talk about taking a bumper off Fanger Dan. Now that's going to affect his line. No, comes back in there. Fanger Dan, certainly the king of the door knock in the D1NZ Pro-Championship.
Yeah, you know, Fanger's definitely not scared to put that on your door or through your door if you're not doing it the way that you should be, as he loses the bumper. Coming back through the NZ Vapor Gargan, riding the wall on the top there. Fanger Dan Woolhouse closing it out in that Roush Yates.
436 cubic inch, 900 horsepower V8.
That's right, that's right. All right, so for those tuning in at home, chuck up a like for Fanger or a love heart for Gargan, and it doesn't matter, here we go.
Dunker says Fanger Dan, Mackie says Fanger Dan, and that is 3 ticks, with Richard saying Fanger Dan as well. Fanger Dan will move through. And it is a green light, off we go. Dave Stedman in the Waiko 24/7 S14, leading out. A slight mistake to start her drift for Jodie Donovan, but she's starting to work into her job. Jodie Donovan comes through. We see a wheel off for Stedman, 1/4 point deduction. She's coming to knock on the door.
Yeah, Jodie Donovan doing that chase now. She's cleaned it back up for the Turbo Smart Zone. She switches on back through. See the flames popping through the wastegate on the bottom. Dave Stedman on the bank. Jodie Donovan, bit of a shallow angle there coming out of the section. 2 Tauranga locals. Tauranga.
Well,
Jason's cool. Send it!
And off we go. Jodie Donovan heads straight up to the top shelf. She is on her way. Going through KASPA transmissions, a little bit shallower than what the judges want. Dave Stedman tucks in behind. Again, single wheel off, possibly 2 for Dave Stedman. We'll see if that's going to be a 1/4 point or a 2 point deduction in the replay. Jodie firing it out through the centre section under the diggers.
All right, Mimico S14 there up on the bank. NZ Vapor, Jodie does really well on the NZ Vapor. They both round out the KASPA transmissions. All right, switching on through. Only a couple metres. Woo, Adam. Oh, sorry, Dave. Always do this.
Well, you haven't done it.
Sliding left for Dave Stedman, sliding right for Miss Drift. Dunker, Mackie and Richards. Dunker says Stedman. Richards says Stedman. It's unanimous. Dave Stedman gets the win.
Go on, there's 4, and now we go green. Cole Armstrong sets off to lead out. Another Tauranga local, Adam Davies. Davies tucks in the little RX-7 powered 180, going up against the big power of the RB32.
Adam Davies switches on through. Cole Armstrong on the line they want to see. Adam Davies, though, doing a really good chase here. He's on the door of Cole Armstrong. They switch for Adam Davies, takes a shallow line that should line him up for the bank. Cole Armstrong hits the NZ Vapor, comes through the last bank. He's on the loud pedal. RB versus Rotary Tauranga, and that was rad. Steve, pretty good chase here from Adam Davies.
A chase down the Ryko 24/7 Mimico 186 of Adam Davies.
Cole Armstrong right there on the door of Adam Davies, ladies and gentlemen. If there's a doctor, it might well be Cole Armstrong tonight, the 2-time New Zealand champion. We will find out as they switch on through both. No wheel drops right there. They come into the Turbo Smart section. Cole Armstrong, though. Mistake from Cole Armstrong. Is that going to hurt him? He puts it straight back to the door. The judges might turn an eye behind eye to that with such an epic chase. Back onto the NZ Vapor. Cole Armstrong, Tauranga is right there.
Well, Baypark, put your hands together Adam Davies, Cole Armstrong.
With the V-Energy sign in the background. Here we go, sliding left for Cole Armstrong, right for Adam Davies. Mackie calls one more time. Duncan calls Adam Davies. Adam Richards stalls.
Adam Davies goes through to the next round.
Adam Davies going through. Two-time New Zealand champion is going to have to work very hard in Wellington to win their title. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause again for your Tauranga locals.
Trustpower Stadium, put your hands together for your two-time and defending Drift King, Cole Armstrong.
D on the lead. Stuart Baker though jumps the lights a bit. Is that going to hurt him? Donny D now goes and crosses over a bit. We switch in. Donny D with a little handbrake and straight in there on the wall. Donny D, Stuart Baker pushes real wide right then. Donny D nice and smooth coming out there. Stuart Baker just a bit messy. That start just might have just chucked his game off a weeny bit.
Well, Donny D, Drew Donovan, the Cryptopia Super powering out under the Mimico Diggers, hits TTI clip beautifully and it makes his way up past NZ Vapor into the KASPA transmission wall ride. Oh, and making contact with the wall, that is going to take him out of the drift at a huge advantage for Drew Donovan. Oh, he's come up and smacked the rim, so that's torn apart. That is stripped off, and all the air has gone well and truly to the front of that tyre, to the top of that tyre, inside of the tree. Now, what we've heard is that there's a 5-minute competition that's been taken by little Stewie Baker. The rim, of course, destroyed. He has to put the same tyre on, so he's got to go off, take the rim off, take the tyre off the rim, put the tyre back onto a new rim, fill it full of air, and go drifting again. If that tyre cannot hold air, then he is gone. So that's part of it. At the hands of Dane and Templeman. Well, Geordie Cole, we see that great score yesterday in qualifying. Heads straight up to the wall, the little FC RX-7 out of Pro Sport last season into the pros. Well and truly missing. Oh, that's not good for Dane and Templeman. Geordie Cole powering out of the teardrop section through the Turbo Smart Zone, and he'll make his way up to NZ Vapor. Hits that clip well and starts to fill the KASPA transmissions zone as well. Shallowing up to grab proximity for Dane and Templeman, but well and truly advantage Geordie Cole will look. Well, let's go again. This time will be Dane and Templeman who will lead the way. He'll try to get Geordie Cole, but certainly struggling with that car, and you can see he's really dropped down a lot lower than where the judges want him. Geordie Cole giving chase. Small gap starting to build up. Geordie Cole though back in there, shallow lines, but keeps the proximity, needs to power out. Certainly stuck in a smoke show. And back out onto the front straight they go. Adam Richards says one more time. Brendon Duncan says one more time, and Dan Mackey slides left for Geordie Cole.
Automotive S15 on the right hand side, we go right, we're seeing it. Jace Brown on the lead, the 1UZ right down there. Matty Hill chucks it in right there with Jace Brown. Door-to-door action here at Trustpower Baypark, but Matty Hill, huge mistake.
A big mistake for Matty Hill, but doing everything right this time is the Rise Supply Co. Vitua Tyres, 07 Frankenstein of Jace Brown powering out. Matty Hill tries to get back out onto the bumper. Force a mistake from the man in front, but Jace Brown isn't having it. Riding the wall. Oh, I called it too soon, but he carries on. Powers out of it. Oh, and he's done some damage in the back end of that car. So is Matty Hill.
Come through, switches on through right now. Everything the judges want to see, they switch back up onto the bank right now. Here we go, they go live. Jace Brown just pushes too wide, it upsets him, but he chucks on the brakes. What he should have probably done is try to keep his foot up it, because when he chucked on the brakes, that sent Matty Hill straight in behind him. But you know, heat of the moment, he was just trying to get out of the wall. It's just a mistake that happens. Matty Hill, big straight line there. That was probably a 0 as it was, and then that was a 0. So the run was pretty much null and void as it was. So being a judge in this situation, it's going to really probably would have called Matty Hill the advantage of Jace Brown, but then Jace Brown had to finish the run. So Jace Brown didn't finish the run because right here, watch this.
Yeah, but hang on, if he's still sidelined, is there a straight line in there? Because he's still sidelined.
Straight
up. Okay, straight. They're straight.
So basically, the
just trying to find a way for a Kiwi to
here
win.
is if you grip up
Yep.
4 wheels in a straight line, that's pretty much
totally.
In this case, Jace got back around, Matty was back behind him, but Jace has not completed the run. He's hit the wall, which is a 0 for him. So therefore, both cars receive a 0. We'll send them to the pits, we'll get them fixed, hopefully turn them around, bring them back.
Looking.
And time to send the cars. So off we go, the Link Isuzu Zestino S13 of Stewie Baker.
Aggressive switch in there from Drew Donovan. Stewie Baker just wasn't where it was in the first time that we saw them out here battling. Drew Donovan just hanging back. Now he needs to close this gap. He needs to get on that door of the Link ECU S13 Cryptopia versus Link. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. They switch on back, but Stewie Baker, he's come back out as an animal.
He certainly has, powering out of the KASPA transmissions. Wall ride back on the front straight. Little Stewie Baker versus Donnie D. Drew Donovan, the Tauranga local. That could go.
Stewie Baker right up the backside of the Cryptopia Supra. We slide left. Dunker is Drew Donovan. Mackie and Richard still to come in. Richards is Donovan. It's unanimous. Tauranga. Drew Donovan goes through. Ford Burst New Zealand. If you're a Nissan fan, this is the one for you. If it's Ford, you're on the lead right now.
And I happen to be a Ford man, and so we see the Century Batteries machine of Fangan Woolhouse riding the concrete, firing it out into the next zone. Comes through Panhead. Both drivers missing it beautifully and out to the wall.
RB versus V8 right now. Beautiful synchronization of drifting in here. Darren Kelly right there. Fangan getting a slight link on him, a slight jump as they come through the New Zealand Bay. But Darren Kelly tries to run the shallow line to get the proximity back. But it's all about Fangan.
What a drive by Fangan Woolhouse. A great first start.
Darren Kelly on the lead. Fangan on the chase.
So it's a New Zealand R35 Skyline of Darren Kelly, who heads straight up to the wall. Fangan wanting to get onto that back bumper of Darren Kelly. Darren Kelly keeping the same gap between himself and Fangan, but here comes Spanger. Slight touch of brakes, comes through, winds on the angle.
Darren Kelly out on the zone that the judges want to see. Fangan just hanging back a bit. This is where he's going to plant it down and put it on Darren Kelly's door. Darren, though, pulls the lead now. This is what Darren needed as well. Slight tap on the wall, slight tap on the brake from Darren Kelly. Fangan there as well. Tauranga, put your hands together. Fangan, big dirt drop, railing the edge.
Now that's something we need to...
Darren Kelly, ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause. Fangan Woolhouse and Darren Kelly. Ford versus Nissan. Here we go.
We've got a result. Here we go.
For Fangan, sliding right for Darren Kelly. We go to the judges. The suspense. Mackie says one more time. Duncan says one more time. Richard says Darren Kelly. We go one more time.
Will lead the way in the FC RX-7. Danon Templeman to chase down the front straight we go. And into the first turn, KASPA transmissions.
Now that was a quick entry there from Geordie Cole. Quick off the line, just boom. It's like he almost caught Danon Templeman off guard there. Danon Templeman, bit of left foot braking there just to slow himself up. Geordie outside on the Turbo Smart line. Really nice there from Geordie. Danon takes a bit of a shallower line just to get that proximity back, which is fine. Switches on back through, but Geordie Cole, pocket rock.
Well, he comes out on the final turn. Beautiful run. Great job by Geordie Cole.
This was a quick entry on Geordie Cole. Is Danon Templeman gonna match it? Here we go, Danon Templeman out on front, switches in. Geordie Cole right there. Oh, Geordie.
So Geordie's got to hope for a mistake from the man up in front, Danon Templeman. Of course, I think the advantage will certainly went in the way of Geordie Cole. The first time he's run the runner's wheel over the edge as well. It's only going to be a small points deduction as he powers through into the NZ Baypark. So he's trying to knock on the door. Geordie Cole, Danon Templeman, side by side, powering out of the circuit. What a drive by these two D1NZ Pro drifters.
Oh, here we go.
Danon Templeman
Mackie.
gets one tick.
Mackie says Danon Templeman. Duncan says Danon Templeman. Richard says Danon Templeman. Danon Templeman gets the win. But ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Geordie Cole for his pro competition debut. Corporate box, make some noise.
Well, it's Ryko 24/7. It's Mimico's Max Mufflin. They're going battle to battle, door to door. The teammates, the local lads, led out by Dave Stebbin. Adam Davies tucking in underneath.
Dave Stebbin on the lead here, then rotating on the chase. Good switch here. No turn drops, a little wheel, 0.5 of a margin there for Adam Davies. They go wide, both on the North Shore tour, but here comes the screaming army. Adam Davies loops it. Davies chucks it away.
Adam Davies, what's going on?
He's still got to finish this run.
And he's going to. The power of the RB.
Oh, Lord. Drifting Championship, we go live. Rotary versus RB.
Well, on they go. It is Adam Davies this time who will lead the way. Powering out of KASPA transmissions. Look at Dave Stebbin tucking in underneath.
Beautiful angle there from Adam Davies off the bank. They both switch on there through. Shallow angle through Dave Stebbin. Dave Stebbin now just lacking in the chase. Good angle there still from Adam Davies. They close up the gap now. They switch on through. This is his advantage to huge advantage here to Dave Stebbin. But Dave Stebbin lags back here. Adam Davies riding the wall. Tauranga closing out the road. Screaming. Tauranga, put your hands together.
Well, I'm pretty sure I saw 4 wheels off by Dave Stebbin, so let's go one.
There you go. Adam makes the first move. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, up on the big screen. Dave Stebbin, here goes the bromance. Round of applause. Team Mimico. And Dave Stebbin gets the win. The new favourite son of Rex Davies.
Well, we've got the chance. A big thank you to Rex Davies, of course, from Mimico and Matter, looking after the D1NZ with those two incredible, huge SK210 Cabalco diggers. A very nice gesture. We certainly appreciate it. A big thank you.
He's just showering Dave in his skin.
It's one of the biggest Fords that we've seen. Off they go. The green light's on, and down the front straight we go. Darren drops back and allows Fanger to come through. Tucks right in behind.
Yes, Darren Kelly right on the bank, right there with Fangerdan as Fangerdan pops the notorious 3 with a Mustang to 9-4. Darren Kelly switches on back, beautiful switch there, still right on the door. This is what we want to see, door to door, textbook drifting, both on a shallow line, doesn't matter, they're both there. They both switch onto the TTI clip, they're both on a shallow low again, so it doesn't matter. Darren Kelly's mimicking, now they've got wide on the back, good angle in from Mustang. Darren Kelly, Tauranga, make some noise. Judges will like it. Go.
And we are green as we release these two drivers. It is the New Zealand RP's by skyline of Darren Kelly. Makes his way up the top shelf. Here comes Fanger and Woolhouse. Fanger. A car length difference between himself and Darren Kelly as the lights come on here. Oh, Fanger. Dan Woolhouse sends it around. Darren chucks 2 wheels off.
All right, Darren Kelly still has to finish this run. He comes up onto the wall. KASPA Transmissions, he's sponsored by KASPA as well. Ends it out. Darren Kelly, bang it in. Good stuff, loving it.
Ladies and gentlemen, judges have a result. Brendon Duncan, Dan Mackey, Adam Richards.
Sliding left for Daniel Woolhouse, sliding down right for Darren Kelly. Mackey calls Kelly, Duncan calls Kelly, Richards calls Kelly, Darren Kelly, Nissan New Zealand 50th anniversary goes through. Down to it, the lights go green, Clyde on the lead, Slim on the chase, here we go, what's gonna happen? Drew Donovan initiates in, Danum Templeman on the chase, big angle there from Drew Donovan as he comes through the section, hits the NZ Vapor midline from both of them, switches on through, nice and clean so far from both drivers. They come out to the outside zone as we call it. Drew Donovan leaves that quite early as he passes the V energy sign under the diggers, hits that to TTI clipping point. Good lead here from Drew Donovan, nothing messy, great for Danum Templeman to chase. Danum Templeman now closes the door.
What do you think of that bait?
Now we get to the second pass. Danum Templeman on the lead. Kryptonian Supra on the chase as it backfires down the straight. Good initiation there. Donny D means business. He wants that 2-peat here for Tauranga, the Trustpower. Baypark, round 1.
Well, through into the pant head cone clip. Comes back out of Turbo Smart. Danum Templeman doing a great job, running a beautiful line. Comes through and hits the TDI clip. and heads back up past NZ Vapor to the KASPA Transmissions wall ride.
Templeman on the wall there. Very nice clean run from both of these drivers. Daniel Templeman right out on that wall. He had a big mount. You'll see some of the photos later online of how high he got on that wall. But Templeman, Steve, Duncan, Mackie and Richards. Duncan calls Danum. Everybody calls Danum unanimous, ladies and gentlemen. Danum Templeman gets the win. Who will go battle to third and fourth? Darren Kelly on the lead. Matty Hill on the chase. Here we go. Initiation comes. Darren Kelly chucks it at Matty Hill. Right performance. S15 door-to-door action. Matty Hill, will he get round 1 2019? He got it in 2018.
Well, firing it through the Turbo Smart zone. Missing New Zealand up in close final. Darren Kelly makes his way back up the wall via NZ Vapor and back into KASPA Transmissions. But look at the Performance Automotive S15. Matty Hill certainly not lacking in pace, getting right up on the back bumper as they come through to finish the first half of their battle in the top four. Wall ride, 2 lines, 3 lines, 4, go green, and we set them loose. Performance Automotive S15, 2JZ power plant of Matty Hill moves in and takes advantage of that KASPA Trans. We've got sparks at the back of Darren Kelly.
So I don't know if that's an exhaust, but Darren Kelly hasn't affected him so far. He switches on through his right there, he switches on through. Does he drop a little slight wheel there from Darren Kelly, but he's still right there with the Performance F15.
1, 2 wheels off.
Matty Hill chucks it away. That is right now huge advantage for Darren Kelly. He's got to capitalise it on Tauranga. He's got to push it home. This could be New Zealand's win. Matty Hill driving home with Darren Kelly to Tauranga. Put your hands together. Slide them right now. We bring up the result. Hasn't punched, it has. Sliding left for Darren Kelly, sliding right for Matty Hill. The male model versus the Nissan driver. Left for Darren Kelly, 1, 2, and 3. It's unanimous. Darren Kelly, ladies and gentlemen, gets the win. He's going through for the battle for first and second.
Why did you have to hate on your countryman, Dan Mackie?
Oh, look, I was doing my very best to blind the guys when we were watching that replay there where Matty unfortunately just pushed so hard, knowing that he needed to kill a chase and a killer lead. He threw down the killer chase up front and he had a slight advantage in my mind there, but then he pushed real hard knowing that he had to do it and ended up dropping 2 wheels going into the teardrop. 2 wheels isn't a 0 this year, as you know, Steve. It's a very heavy deduction, so he lost those 2 points there. Probably the difference between an OMT and the win going to Darren.
Well, I mean, that's kind of... It had nothing to do then with the fact that Matty's got a 2JZ and you're an RB fan.
Oh, I didn't even realise that, but that is a good point, Steve. Very good point. It's probably all to do, in fact, that he was driving a 2J. If he had an RB in there, would have been much more engine braking, would have been able to pull that thing up. Really
down on the start line.
And get ready to send it down the front straight into KASPA Transmissions. Both of these drivers setting up nicely, coming up through the turn.
All right, Dave Steadman on the lead here, switches it out. Big smoke there from Dave Steadman. Nice little switch there. Danum Templeman stacks on the angle. Now he's back on there, he's back on the door. Danum Templeman is right there, ladies and gentlemen, left for braking. That's allowed in the rear. That's allowed on the chase. They switch back on through. They're on the wide line. Bit of a little babble there on the brake from Dave Steadman. Danum Templeman, though, right there as well. We're closing the door. This is coming to the finals. Danum Templeman. Great chase there.
A great chase for Danum, but did you see how far?
Steadman reversing back a bit to get there. The lights go green. Dave Steadman goes. Danum Templeman's on it. Danum Templeman's got the run up here. Who's going to initiate first? Dave Steadman initiates on the rear. Danum Templeman out on the front. They're both just off the bank a bit. It's a bit cloudy there, but they switch on through. Danum Templeman got the gap right now on Dave Steadman. He closes the door. He slows it down a lot there, which allows Dave Steadman to close the door. Tauranga. Dave Steadman is your man. You need him to take it out. You want a Tauranga local in that final. There we go. S14 up on the back of Dave Steadman. Who's it going to be? Does he close the door?
Going out onto the front straight. Who will it be, Tauranga? Will it be your local man, Dave Steadman? Is it going to be...
Mackie scores Danum Templeman. Danum Templeman goes through to the final versus Darren Kelly.
Side, we've got in chase Matty Hill out of Australia, and they have set them loose. Down the front straight we go, heading for KASPA Transmissions.
All right, Dave Steadman on the initiation. Matty Hill, though, look at the chase here right there from Australian He's right on the door of the Mimico S14, switches through, strobe lights flying. Look at Matty Hill, ladies and gentlemen, switches, takes his rear bumper, bumper to bumper, door to door, thousands of tyres, hundreds of hours. That's D1 Matty Hill, showing New Zealand how it's done.
Well, Dave Stedman tries to drive away from it. A final lunge from Matty Hill. On the door, knock, knock, who's there? Matty Hill, blanketed in smoke and charging down. Look at him smacking the roof. He's happy with that chase run.
Woo! He just won. Dave Stedman's reversing as the lights go. Here we go live. Dave Stedman is going to have to give the chase of his life for the Australian. Not to go through. Dave Stedman initiates, he's on the brake, he's on the bank, they're both there. Dave Stedman pushes a bit wider. Matty Hill pushes through. He just doesn't have the proximity right now. He switches on back through on that inner one. He's going to take a shallow switch. Right, now he's there. Matty Hill pushes wide. That gives Dave Stedman in the Mimico S14 the chance to put it on the door, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Who is it going to be? Will it be the Australian who's leading the way, or is it going to be the man knocking on his door? The Max Muffler's like a 24/7 Mimico machine as Matty Hill rails the concrete, heading down the front straight, coming to a stop. That's the second half of the battle. Who is it going to be?
Yeah! Listen, this is BMW. Here we go, Tatum on the lead. Darren Kelly takes the switch in. Tatum boxes on the brake on initiation, but Darren Kelly is being the doctor tonight. He takes that title. He switches on through, comes back on the E46. Zick.
Contact.
Zick Oils is getting a chase down. He contacts, but he's straight back there because Tatum slowed it down. He is there. The Nissan R35 showing him what a chase back onto the Baypark. Back up on the wall.
Well, here we go, powering out of the final section. The slight tap of the brakes for Darren Kelly to settle the car down, and that is the first half of the final.
Listen up, he means business. This is the final chase of the night. Darren Kelly versus Tatum Templeman. Darren Kelly off the line, Tatum Templeman right there. Who's going to initiate? Darren Kelly chucks it in.
As they go straight at the top, the KASPA transmissions running that wall right again, coming through NZ Vapor, and it's time to hit the panhead clip. Both drivers this time know. Datum hits it slightly as he comes through on his chase run. Datum washes out. I think he's kept it inside the track. Darren Kelly fires it through TTI, up through NZ Vapor. He's got one more wall ride. He's created a gap between himself and Datum Templeman. Darren Kelly, ladies and gentlemen, fires it down the front straight. And is that going to see us? Oh, look how close we are.
And third place is none other than Matty Hill. Fourth place, the best that we could get for you, mate, but certainly a great drive, a great weekend here.
Oh, I'm absolutely wrapped. You know, I had some really good battles. We found a lot of pace in this car, and there's still more adjustments we can make over the season. So look out, you know, we're coming.
Third place, congratulations, Matty Hill. You've got to be excited. I'm sure there's a lot of people you want to thank.
Yeah, definitely. Look, first of all, big thanks to my sponsors, Foremost Automotive, Sideways Experience, Custom Development. I wouldn't be here without you guys. You're amazing, especially to Team Jenkins Motorsport, who have always supported me over here. You're amazing, so thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, congratulations, Matty Hill. Let's go and get the next two drivers out. Darren Kelly, Danon Templeman, Adam Richards. Slide left, Danon Templeman. Slide right, Darren Kelly. Darren Kelly 1, Darren Kelly 2. And the winner of round 1 of the 2019 D1NZ National Drifting Championship here, Baypark, none other than Darren Kelly. Second place was all it was for you, but as you said, it was a terrible start, and what a great job you came through with.
Yeah, we're just stoked to come second, you know, to finish on the podium. As I can't say, it was a terrible weekend starting off, and pretty overwhelmed to finish second or get it onto the podium. It was a dream come true. It wasn't the right start for the weekend, but a pretty good finish.
All right, that's fantastic. Congratulations. We'll bring Darren over. I'm sure there's a lot of people that Darren Kelly would like to thank.
List is huge, as always. This isn't a one-person thing. The crew behind the scenes hasn't been a very easy lead up to all of this, and a lot of work goes into preparation. And yeah, to come out and actually car hold together, be on formal weekend, and just feel good inside the car. Can't thank my team enough. All my sponsors, Nissan, Triple T, the Blink Company, all of these guys that play such a big part in us being able to do this. And yeah, this is it. Thanks.
Well, congratulations.